Good morning and welcome to this Monday, October the 26th version of Sunrise to Sunset with Pastor Gene. By now, you've probably already noticed that I am not in my study at home or here at the church, but I'm doing these here in the sanctuary. And one of the reasons is because as we deal with these closing chapters of the Gospel of Matthew, I want you to catch a vision of the cross more than anything else. We're in a season right now where we are focusing on what God is calling us to do, and we are going to be going over scriptures where Jesus was responding to what God called him to do. So I want you to make those connections, particularly during this time, because I think they're very important for both the present and the future of Seaside Church and of Christianity in general. So let's begin. Today we're going to be looking at Matthew 27, verses 32 to 44. And of course, this is the crucifixion of Jesus. Now you'll recall that Pilate had Jesus flogged, and that flogging was a very painful beating, one that in many cases would kill someone. Many people didn't survive the flogging. And so they had Jesus beaten almost to a pulp. He was unable to carry the cross, so they compelled a man who was probably in town for the Passover from northern Africa, a Jew, they compelled him to carry the cross for Jesus to the place of crucifixion called Golgotha, which was a mountain, well, not really a mountain, more like a hill outside the city gates of Jerusalem that looked like a skull. So they carried him out there to be crucified, and then they offered him some wine and mixed with gall. And the gall was a substance that was given to people who were in excruciating pain. Now, the scriptures are not really clear about why Jesus refused this pain medication, but in any event, he did. And then, of course, the people passed by deriding him, shaking their heads, mocking him, making fun of him, saying that he saved others, that, can't save himself. It's amazing to me how arrogant and rude people can be sometimes. I mean, I know they don't think they're being arrogant and rude, and I know they think they are justified in some of the words and deeds that they do. I know that people feel like they are right all the time and can't possibly make any mistakes. But I think the way that we treat people matters. And I think that when we are not able or we are unwilling to be moved by compassion, I think we've got some problems that need a whole lot of help, the kind of help that only God and Jesus Christ can really do something about. That's kind of what's going on here. These people are mocking and making fun of Jesus. And I don't think there's any place for that anywhere in a Christian's life. So whenever you see it happening, especially in these days where we're dealing with so many different political and religious and social views, I want to encourage you to hear what God is calling you to do. And it's not to act like these priests and Pharisees and scribes and these Romans. If God is going to deliver us, then God will deliver us from this kind of evil. And let's pray that we will be open to that from sunrise to sunset.